Once upon a time, in a small town nestled between hills and rivers, lived a girl named Maya. She was known for her quiet grace and thoughtful eyes that always seemed to be lost in dreams. Among her dreams was one that lived and breathed in the form of a boy named Aaron. Maya had always admired Aaron from afar. He was charming in a careless sort of way, with messy dark hair and a smile that could light up the entire room if he chose to, but he rarely smiled her way. Aaron was popular, always surrounded by friends, and seemed content living in his own world, unaware of the quiet girl who often lingered at the edges of his life. For months, Maya kept her feelings hidden, content with the small moments when their paths crossed. A casual hello in the hallway, a brief meeting of eyes during school events, the times she would catch him laughing with his friends. Those moments were enough to fuel her quiet hope. But as time passed, Maya's heart began to ache. It wasn't just admiration anymore, it was something deeper, something she couldn't ignore. She began to write him letters. Letters she never sent. She poured her heart out in those unsent words, writing about the way his presence lit up her day, the dreams she had of them walking by the river together, the things she wished she had the courage to say. Still, Aaron seemed distant, indifferent to her feelings. He was always kind in his casual, carefree way, but he never lingered long enough to notice the depth in her gaze or the way her smile faltered when he walked away. He was wrapped up in his own world, and Maya couldn't find a way in. One day, unable to hold back any longer, Maya decided to take a leap of faith. She wrote one last letter, and this time she gathered the courage to hand it to him. Her hands trembled as she approached him after class. Aaron looked up, surprised to see her standing there. "Hey, Aaron," she said, her voice soft but steady. I wrote something for you." He smiled, the easy smile she loved so much, and took the letter without a second thought. "Thanks, Maya," he said casually, tucking the letter into his bag. "I'll check it out later." Maya nodded, forcing a smile, and walked away. The weight of her confession lingered in the air, but as days passed, nothing changed. Aaron never mentioned the letter. He never sought her out, never gave any sign that he had read her words. The silence was deafening. Heartbroken, Maya realized that no matter how much she cared, no matter how deeply she loved, Aaron would never see her the way she saw him. It wasn't that he was unkind or cruel, he simply didn't notice. His world was different from hers, and she couldn't force him to care. But in her heartbreak, Maya found something else. She realized that her worth wasn't tied to whether Aaron returned her feelings or not. She had loved with all her heart, and though it hurt, she knew she had been brave. She had opened herself up to the possibility of love, and that was something to be proud of. And so, Maya began to let go. She stopped waiting for Aaron's attention, stopped hoping for a glance or a word that would make her feel seen. Instead, she began to focus on her own world, the things she loved, the people who cared about her, the dreams she had for herself. In time, Maya's heart healed. She learned that love was not always about being loved back, but about the courage to feel deeply and to move on when it's time. And though Aaron remained a distant memory, Maya's story was far from over. She had discovered her own strength, and with that she knew she could face whatever came next.